Thanks again for watching our Hebrew course. I really appreciate it. And today we're going to go over the participles. So last time we were over infinitives, we found out that they're verbal nouns. Participles are verbal adjectives. So think about a verb that can function as an adjective. So for example, the word running. So we will say the running deer. See, we're talking about a deer, but we're talking about a specific deer, the one that is running. So in order to qualify it, we say the running deer goes through the street or goes through the park. So here we have running qualifying the noun. So it's working as a verbal adjective. One thing that I forgot to mention in the previous video is that the infinitive construct and the infinitive absolute, they don't have person, gender, or number. So they're just infinitive absolute or infinitive construct, and then you just need to identify the stem, which we will go over in the next video. So here we have the participle. Let's go back to our lesson. And the participle can occur, it's kind of like a combination between a noun and a verb. So it has the verb root with the noun ending. So it'll be good to go back to that lesson and kind of refresh a little bit of the endings of the nouns. So here we have masculine singular. They don't have any person. So masculine singular, masculine plural, feminine plural, and it can happen in two states: the absolute and the construct. And they have the same endings: nothing, a, in, ot, and then for the construct, at, e, te, and of course nothing for the masculine singular. So it'll be good to kind of refresh a little bit. The construct will happen again the same way, only when it's being possessed, either by a pronominal suffix or in a construct chain. So go review those things. And the absolute will happen on its own or modifying a noun. Like, so we're trying to modify when this is used as an adjective. It'll usually be in the absolute form, unless the noun is in the construct, which will also go into other sections. But mainly in the absolute, the adjective, if it's trying to modify, so we're trying to say running deer, deer will be in the absolute, running will be in the absolute as well, and they need to match. So go back to the adjectives also video to remember how to translate an attributive, how to translate a predicative, how to translate a substantival, because the verbs can also modify, or the participle can also function in those three ways. Thank you for watching again. Again, as a recapitulation, we have a verb that has noun endings. It's called a participle, and it functions as a verbal adjective. Thanks for watching again, and please share this content.